think you need hours in the gym to lose weight. Do you need to be in the gym for hours to lose weight? I want you to think about that. Not really. I own a gym. But can I be honest? One of the biggest myths I hear is you need to spend hours exercising to lose weight. And people are still under that myth. And it's actually not true because, we've got family, we've got stresses, we've got a lot on our plate. Who has time to be working out at the gym for hours and hours and hours? Maybe when we were younger, yeah, when we didn't have family, we didn't have responsibilities, we didn't, we certainly can. But there's just probably three things I'm just going to talk to you about today. And that is the things that really need to be done, I guess, that are the non-negotiables. And that is daily movement. So you want daily movement. You want not so much exercise, but movement. So ideally, you want between 8 to 15,000 steps a day, and you want to get that through incidental movement, like taking the stairs, parking a little bit further away. Instead of just sitting down every hour at your desk, walking back and forth to the toilet or back and forth, just moving more through the day. And just reducing your sitting time, really. So just getting that incidental movement in every single day. That's how you can get movement in by being busy. But just thinking about it, all right. Just thinking about how can I move more. The second one is if you are going to go to the gym, keep workouts simple but consistent. So obviously, a workout is also walking as well too. But if you are doing, and ideally you want to get some movement in, but ideally you want 2 to 3 workouts a week. Now that can be at home or it can be at a gym, but ideally we want to strength train because we do lose 10 to 15% of our muscle mass every decade. So as we age, we don't want to fall into that category. And, I'm training my parents who are in their 70s at the moment, and they're really starting to lose the muscle mass around their hips and joints. And that's what contributes to falls. And 50% of falls lead to deaths. So ideally, we want to kind of really, really, really focus in on strength training, 2 to 3 sessions a week. That's all that's needed, okay? And you don't need to be spending hours at the gym. 20 to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, in those 2 to 3 sessions a week is all that's needed, but just needs to be consistent. And, you don't need to be spending hours there in those workouts either. And as actually a really simple way to get that done is just do 3 movements, a push, a pull, and a leg, and that will do your whole body. And, 2 to 3 sets of each. Keep it simple. You don't have to have a list of exercise and do lots of, like bicep curls and things like that. You don't really need to do. So just keep it really, really simple. Push, pull, and a leg, maybe. Ideally some stretching and mobility work is great too. But ideally, if you don't know what that is all about, then, go and see a personal training or see a personal trainer or look that up. But really, yeah, even 20 minutes of strength training is better than nothing, but the whole idea is just to keep it consistent. And the third one is really nutrition matters more than workouts. I'm going to tell you that right now. So you want to eat. Nutrition's incredibly important. You want real food. You want lots of protein to build that muscle back up, but also to make you feel satiated. And you want to balance your blood sugar. If you want to lose weight, you need to balance your blood sugar. And, there's a way to do that, to not be snacking all the time on carbohydrates. You want to be snacking on protein more so, having protein, vegetables, fruits, salads, real food. Because really food drives the results more than the workouts do. It's really, really important. Like you want to have, workouts as well. To help with, increasing the muscle mass, because once you increase the muscle mass, you're going to lose weight, because the more muscle mass you got, the more body fat you're going to burn as well too. So But I just don't want you to feel guilty because, you know, you can't spend hours exercising at the gym. You don't need to do that. Really, you just need to get some shoes on and get walking and do some strength training. And you can do that at home, just a push, pull, and a leg 2 to 3 times a week. Even body weight work exercises. A push, you could do a push up. A pull, you could do some sort of pull from, a dumbbell row, and a leg could be just a squat. It's just something like that it's so simple, but really drives your health, and you're increasing your muscle mass, but also losing weight as well. So, but as I said, really, it's about the consistency that matters with everything. So if you want a simple approach to weight loss, then just send me a message. I'd love to help you. So have a great week and keep it simple. We'll see you next week.